The Longhorns will kick this away to get us going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And now the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The single back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Takes the toss and heads left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's York. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And the Huskies keep the football on the move. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he finds his target. He has the first. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Man, I'm surprised the defense didn't crowd the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, you've got to eliminate those short, easy throws for the quarterback. Take those easy throws away, and maybe you get off the field.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Finding some room with the 25. No stopping, and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Washington, 7, Texas, 0. Texas.
This one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And the ball is hauled in. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That completion sets up an important third down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Direct snap to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. As a design quarterback keeper. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
14, Texas, 0. Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington, 14, Texas, 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he's got it again. He shreds the tackle. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides. But they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
The RPO caught to the right. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back.
And the ball to the ground. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Longhorns are in the red zone now.
Here we go.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback drops back, looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Going after, not great through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this 1st down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. first down loss. It's 2nd and long from the 17. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's York. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Huskies bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. This one will be down at the 35. Time remaining to cut into this lead. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's York. And the gain just good enough for a first down. And the Huskies looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Huskies. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime.
Texas.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Washington now operating in the red zone.
On the play. First down for the offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wide out. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Quarterback operating an empty set.
6-9-1, get a score.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Washington. This offense cannot be stopped.
Washington.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Texas.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Ringo, Ringo. 29 Philly. Timber.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Here we go.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return, tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On the double.
First and 10 now for the offense.
Cut. Set. Hut. Check. Ready, go.
Testing the right side here. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The shotgun running play call. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I just love watching this back run. He gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Okay, ready.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Clear. Down. Ready.
They'll try the right here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. What a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Single back takes the handoff.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw to the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Washington offense retakes the field here. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Huskies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskies. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Washington 35, Texas 46.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The short completion of the tight end. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tight end makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Huskies come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it in the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington 35, Texas 14.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The ball is caught. Gets into space at the 50. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Coming up, fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Pass is broken up. Turnover on downs. What a stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll test the right side here. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab. It's York. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught quickly.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Huskies hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Washington. And the route is on.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Washington, 42, Texas, 14, Texas.
And the return man decides to signal fair. Offense takes the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. 2nd effort, their defense cannot stop them short of the marker.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "What the heck was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the 4th quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day.
Cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a fourth down completion. Throws a bullet to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. And the Huskies will have to kick this away. This drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
Texas Longhorns will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd hit of the day.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Washington.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Jackrabbit.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
He's brought down at the 34. And that's a first down for the offense.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout. If they get